up, guys? Courtney Cox here at Gillette Stadium with Zach Cox. The Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins this week, both teams coming off of a win. We're going to talk about the two players to watch for this week's game. Let's start with somebody on the Pats roster, Kyle Van Noy, 4 tackles last week against the Vikings. Why is he on your list this week?
Well, I think he's probably one of the most underrated players on this Patriots roster, especially on this Patriots defense. We were actually talking to Adam Gase, the Dolphins coach, the other day on a conference call, and somebody just asked about Kyle Van Noy. He says, "Oh man, he's been a nightmare to play against." Basically, Adam Gase was saying in some of these previous Dolphins-Patriots matchups, they've just abandoned running to Kyle Van Noy's side, and that's how much he can impact a game. He's really not a guy that a lot of people talk about. He's a guy who's kind of graded pretty low on some Pro Football Focus kind of advanced stats sites, but he's really made an impact this season. All three of the Patriots linebackers have actually played pretty well of late, which is a real weakness of the team earlier this season, and I think that's a big part of how this defense has kind of been able to turn it around in recent weeks.
Okay, well, on to somebody that we talked about a whole lot last season, but we talked about him on the Patriots roster. It is the week that we see Danny Amendola again in different colors than we're used to. 469 yards receiving this season in the 11 games that he's played. Why is he on your list?
Well, he is the Dolphins' leading receiver. You hear 400 receiving yards, you probably don't think that he would be up there, but the Dolphins have had a lot of injuries in their receiving core. They have 2 guys on IR, and Albert Wilson and Jakeem Grant. Devontae Parker has missed time. Danny Amendola is a reliable guy, but the reason why he's on my list is because we're not actually sure whether we're going to see him on Sunday. He missed the last game with an ankle injury, and we were talking to Adam Gase yesterday, and he basically said that Danny Amendola is kind of being a pain in the butt on the practice field this week because he really wants to get out there and play against his old team. It sounds like the way it's trending, we will see him out there, and if he is, it'll be interesting to see who lines up against him because the Patriots have kind of shaken up their cornerback group a little bit of late. Maybe you'll see Jason McCourty in there. Maybe you'll see Duke Dawson get some of his first NFL snaps in there against them. So definitely looking forward to watching that matchup.
All right, who do you have winning?
Patriots. I mean, the Patriots have struggled so much in Miami of late, but I think this is the year that they kind of get over the hump there.
All right, well, there you have it. Great stuff from Zach, as always. You can follow along with him on Twitter at Zach Cox Nesson or myself at Cox Courtney. Keep it locked in. Nesson.com will have all your coverage up to game time.